as of yesterday, we got some really big news about the upcoming Legend of Zelda movie that I feel like that should be discussed in this video because, well, it's really big news, and I think people should be aware of it. But I also want to give up my own thoughts and opinions on the matter because I'm the kind of guy that does have a lot of concerns about a lot of things in today's society. So let's go ahead and get to where we have to be for this video. So this is actually this comes from the direct.com. Actually got this information from Frank Game Explain. This was posted just yesterday, May 2nd, 2024. It's titled Live Action Legend of Zelda Movie Will Be Great. Promises director, fans are going to be happy. Now, the upcoming live action Zelda movie, well, we already know that it's been updated just now. Over here it says Shigeru Miyamoto, the original creator of the Legend of the Zelda franchise, first announced the project's existence on the official Nintendo X account, formerly Twitter, in November 2023. Well, we already know that. At the same time, however, it was revealed that Wes Ball would be directing the film itself, a filmmaker who did Maze Runner and the upcoming Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which I haven't really seen the movies that he's made, but I know a lot of people are excited for it. Anyway, let's move on. So down here it says, well, we know that Wes Ball's doing the film. In an exclusive interview with the director's Russ Wilhelm, while promoting his new movie Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Legend of Zelda director Wes Ball teased how good the highly anticipated Nintendo film will be. He noted how the franchise is one of the most important things ever in his life, and that the movie is gonna be great and fans are gonna be happy. Now, while this does says a lot about the Zelda movie itself, but at the same time, though, we have not gotten anything yet regarding the movie itself. I mean, we haven't even seen like a teaser trailer for it or some kind of artwork about it or whatever the case may be. But as a hardcore Zelda fan myself, I'm going to consider this really good news right now. But yeah, I'm kind of skeptical about this right now, to be quite frank, because live action movies of the last couple years have not been so great, and I'm not gonna go too further into details as to why, but we all know that Disney has made some live action remakes of some classic movies that were not very pleasant, and now that they're paying the price for it. Anyway, let's move on. We're working on it. I think it's gonna be great. Fans are gonna be happy. Legend of Zelda to me is one of the most important things ever in my life. Next to Star Wars, I played Legend of Zelda throughout my childhood into my adulthood, well, which I have too. You know what I mean? I'm a fan. I mean, yeah, same here. I am a fellow fan. I will go to the ends of the earth to make sure that it is the movie we all hope it will be. Which, by the way, means no political correctness, no woke bullshit, nothing like that. We've already seen enough of that from Disney themselves, and if you guys remember, that was not taken very well. Not to mention the fact that there was actually a movie theater brawl over one of their movies. But anyway, enough of that, though. I don't want to get too deep with that. I just want to point that out, though. Either way, when asked when the movie might be released, the director joked, "I can't even tell you that, or Nintendo will come after me." Well, I mean, it's Nintendo, of course. So I know that this is a lot to take in right now, and I know the director himself is excited to show us more of this, but this is a Nintendo property. You gotta keep a secret with these things right now, because if you leak too much, Nintendo will take it seriously. And believe me, when I say that they're not to be messed with, I literally mean that. Anyway, let's move on. Ironically, back to 2010, Ball tweeted about his desire to see a Zelda film, though at the time he admitted to not even having the hope that he'd be the one directed one day. Well, I actually remember a long time ago there was actually an animated, well, it was an animation basically of A Link to the Past. It was supposed to be like a movie made by fans for fans. But unfortunately, though, Nintendo took that down, and I'm not quite sure if I can find that on YouTube still. But I thought at the time that was like a brilliant piece of artwork, and whoever made it, even though it did get deleted at the time, I give you my major respect to you guys. So to those of you who made that animation at the time, you've earned my respect. Anyway, let's go down over here. What direction will Legend of Zelda take? The Legend of Zelda is a massive franchise, and it's honestly surprising that it has taken this long to see it get some love in the form of a movie. Well, that minus the fact that we actually had a TV series of the Legend of Zelda, but we all know how that is. Oh, excuse me. Oh man. Sorry about that, guys. I got some mucus in my throat right now. It's hard for me to laugh right now. Yeah. What I was trying to say is that we had a live action Zelda movie. Well, it's not, well, no, not a movie, TV show. It was, I mean, it's okay. It's kind of tolerable, but the corniness in the animated TV series got really repetitive too quickly, and unfortunately, it didn't really last as long as the Super Mario Brothers Super Show really did, which was successful at the time, by the way. With the success of projects like The Last of Us, Fallout, and the Super Mario Brothers movie, video game adaptation will likely become far less scarce. Well, if they're done correctly, if you're gonna make an adaptation of a video game, you got to do your homework. You got to play the games. You got to do your research on the history of the game franchises themselves. Because if you just go off script and just make it all random, or well, in this case, make it woke. I hate that word so much, but I have to use it here to get my point across. If a movie like this goes woke, it's not gonna do well. Trust me. I've seen enough of it to know. Many are left wondering, however, will Link speak in the upcoming live action movie? Oh God, help me if he really does. The character is generally a silent protagonist, which doesn't typically translate very well on screen. Well, yeah. If this was me trying to voice Link for like an anime version of the movie, well, I can agree. I can agree on, because Link is really not the character to speak so much. And needless to say, the animated Zelda TV series proved our point, but it might be handled differently for the movie. I don't know just yet. I mean, we only got like so much so far. I mean, and there's only so much that can be fed to us until Nintendo decides it's time to bring out a teaser, which unfortunately I feel like it's going to be a lot more difficult for them than they had anticipated. If you're going to make a live action Zelda movie, it's safe for me to say that there's a lot more that Nintendo has to like really work on compared to what they have originally planned. Because if you're going to make this movie live action, think of it. Yeah, you have to get a casting crew for the Kokiris or the Koroks. They're basically similar to each other. You have to get a casting crew for the Gorons, one for the Zoras, one for the Gerudo, one for the Postman Carpenters. All these NPCs that will come into play. You got to find the right kind of people to play these characters. Otherwise, it's gonna fuck up badly. And I don't want Nintendo to screw up on this. That's like the last thing I need from them right now. I know Nintendo of America is trying to go woke, but this movie cannot fall into that category, because if it does, it's going to hurt Nintendo very badly. Then there is the pressing question of which game the first movie might adapt. They can go for the 1986 original, which is the first Legend of Zelda game for the NES. The fan favorite Ocarina of Time. Yes, please make a movie on Ocarina of Time. I would love that so much. Or even the more recent Breath of the Wild. Oh hell no. 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 Look. I'll be honest with you, okay? Breath of the Wild has great voice acting, and the game is great itself. But there is an issue, though. the English voice actor for Princess Zelda in that game. Oh man, I just can't take it. I mean, I tolerated enough like at first when I first played the game, but after a while, it's like, oh yeah, it's not worth it. Not to mention the fact that the the design, the character designs of Link and Zelda, Princess Zelda themselves in that game, to me, they just look so fucking subpar. I mean, Link in a blue tunic instead of green. Come on, and you have Princess Zelda looking like so tomboyish. I mean, I mean, well, I'm not gonna say that she looks like she does well. She didn't really look like any masculine in that game, but I just don't like her. I don't like Princess Zelda's design in Breath of the Wild. It just sucks. Yeah, I mean, I know some people are not gonna like me saying this. I mean, you could whack me with Mario's hammer or whatever, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna lie just to get some stupid clout here. That's just not how I operate with these videos. Nintendo could get risky and develop an entirely original storyline as the franchise enters the new medium. Yeah, it's very risky from what I can tell already. And if you guys remember that I did a reaction video with Overlord DVD's video about the rumors of people trying to pressure Nintendo into making the live action Zelda woke. Yeah, it's not going to work. Now, anyway, let's finish up here because I don't want to waste too much time with the video. While the idea of a well done live action Zelda movie is exciting for many fans, rumors persist that an animated movie based on the franchise is also in development. Well, okay, I'm going to be fair here. I understand Nintendo wants to challenge themselves into making a live action Zelda movie, but you got to understand, man. There are a lot of risks that the company has to take. There's a huge risk with trying to find a good place to film the movie. You have to get the casting down correctly. I really cannot stress enough how important the casting part of it is, because one wrong person to cast either Link or Zelda or even Ganondorf, it's going to fuck up everything. It takes one bad decision for a movie to like mess up everything. Yeah, as they say, one bad apple ruins the whole bunch, and this applies perfectly here. The project would allegedly be animated similar to much from Mario Brothers movie. Well, if it's to be animated like that, or I'd rather have like a 2D anime. A 2D anime Zelda movie would be better for this. Anyway, and the article finishes up with sadly, it will be a long while before these movies become reality. At this point, fans should not expect either Zelda film to hit theaters until 2026 at the earliest. But even that seems too soon. I mean, yeah, it's live action. It's going to take a lot more work than 2 years. We're talking a live action movie here, after all. Anyway, that's really it for the article. Now, I'm gonna be very, very, very realistic with this. I do have some high hopes for the movie, but at the same time, though, I don't want to be too optimistic with this because I had to learn it the hard way with some of Nintendo's E3 presentations, especially the ones when Satoru Iwata was still alive. I remember their E3 for 2015 was not their greatest, and sadly Satoru Iwata lost his life after that, and it was just a bad time for Nintendo. But anyway, yeah, I really want this movie to do well, and I really, 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 really hope that they will make a movie of Ocarina of Time, because this is the Link. Well, this is the game that I grew up with quite heavily. And I mean, it was my second Zelda game to play besides Link to the Past, but it was also the Zelda game that is more memorable to me. And it's also the reason why I stream it so much on Kick and Twitch. Anyway, moving forward, that's really it about this article and about the Zelda movie in particular. I just hope Nintendo doesn't do something stupid with it and just like you know what, screw it. We'll just do whatever with the movie, and yeah, and we'll hopefully the fans will appreciate it, but it's not going to work like that anymore with movies, especially. Anyway, enough about that though. I will be streaming quite heavily for this month. I'll be streaming a lot of Zelda. I just finished up Ocarina of Time twice, but I'm planning to do it like for the third time because, like I said, that's my favorite Zelda game. It deserves to be played again, like for the third time on stream. So if you guys want to see me on either Twitch or Kick, I would there's a link to them through my link tree. I'll have a link to my link tree in the description below for you guys. You can find my Twitch and Kick channels there. But other than that, though, this is Major League Gaming logging out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.